In this video, we'll do a brief dive into the world of debit and credit cards, and we're starting right now. Hey guys, Elliot here. So no doubt you have a debit and a credit card in your wallet or purse, but did you ever really stop to consider the differences between them? What if you've only used one type of card but not the other, or never used either type? Well, then this video is for you. Credit and debit cards both allow you to pay for purchases such as products or services, but they go about it in very different ways. A credit card is literally borrowed money. You have a credit limit that is granted to you by a bank or a credit card company, and this allows you to charge purchases. You're also given a 30-day billing cycle in which to make the purchases, and then typically another 30 days to pay off the balance or be charged an interest rate on any outstanding amount not paid off. A credit card, since it's credit, is something you need to apply and get approved for, but there are a lot of advantages to having one. For one, you can build a credit history, and it's also much safer to use a credit card as it's not directly tied to your bank account. You're also protected from fraud and unauthorized purchases and can dispute both easily. Most credit cards let you earn points when you purchase goods and services, and these can be redeemed for either cashback or purchases. So overall, if used properly, credit cards are a great modern convenience and an excellent financial tool. The key, of course, is the phrase used properly. Credit cards have an evil side, and it all has to do with spending more money than you have and not being able to fully pay back what you charge. Interest rates for credit card purchases can easily run from 25% all the way to 39% APR, and this debt can cost you quite a bit if carried from month to month. Okay, now let's contrast a credit card with a debit card. This is really a completely different thing, and the key difference is that a debit card is not credit. Rather, it's tied directly to your bank account, typically your checking, and every time you use it, you're spending your own money. So clearly with a debit card, there's zero chance of spending more than you actually have, unless of course your bank allows you to overdraw your account with a purchase. That can result in an overdrawn account fee, so definitely something you want to avoid. Now, since a debit card is not a credit card, you can't really build credit with it, at least not with the vast majority of them, but there are a few debit cards out there from specialized financial service companies such as Chime, Self, and Current that do report purchases to the credit bureaus, but they are in the minority. Debit cards are just as vulnerable to theft and unauthorized use as credit cards, but offer far less fraud protection. Depending on how soon you report the fraud, you could be responsible for up to $50 in unauthorized transactions or even the full amount. This is one big reason why you should try to use a credit card when making purchases. It puts a barrier between you and the merchant. With a debit card, your bank account is much more exposed and you are more liable for loss. Finally, you may have heard the term ATM card. While it looks like a debit card, it's not really the same thing. An ATM card comes with a PIN code and allows you to withdraw money from your checking or savings account, and that's it. It cannot, however, be used to make purchases, and it won't have the Visa or MasterCard logo on it. ATM cards are not as common these days because they're so limited in functionality. A debit card, on the other hand, will allow you to withdraw money from a bank with a PIN code, but also allow purchases, so most people just go for that instead. Okay, that was a quick explanation of credit and debit cards. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.